Green morning, green afternoon, and green evening to everybody world over, wherever you are. Today, we have started a special program for the Northeast India, and that's basically preparing teachers, and that's a capacity building program free of cost online on WhatsApp, a free program for B.Ed students, those that are aspiring to become teachers, whether in India or overseas. So we have started a special program in India today. That's on 22nd of August. It's a 10 days brief capacity building capsule to the point where we would be giving them sharpening areas and they can excel within India or abroad outside India. It's a dream project for many people to travel abroad, to go abroad, to see what is happening world over. And at the same time, India has got advantage because when you look at the younger population, India has got majority of the youth. And world over, the population is aging. They need young manpower to work for them and to be with them. I'm pretty sure you would enjoy this 10 days capsule. So before starting the first program, first lesson, along with, of course, we will send you material for WhatsApp that will be sent across to you by Chitra Kapoor ma'am. She would coordinate everything. I will give you some live sessions every day, which will be meaningful, which will be useful to all of you. What is one of the most important skills which is needed world over if you want to excel in any field, any company, any corporate house, even in your own entrepreneurship venture? What do you think? What is the most important skill which we all should possess? We all should have, irrespective what profession we get into, including teaching profession. Communication skill, connecting skill, connecting heart to heart, connecting mind to mind, connecting soul to soul, caring with communication. When you use language, when you talk to someone, how do you talk? How do you listen to other person? How much weightage do you give? How effectively do you communicate? How confidently you communicate? That is something very important which we all have to understand. Let me share few slides with you which you all will enjoy when we are having this particular program. And I'm going to share with you something related to communication skills. Okay, let's move on. What exactly is important over here? Nido Cuban, one of the most outstanding speaker on communication skills and leadership in United States. Nido Cuban, he charges a huge amount. He had been head of the institution, universities, other places. And whenever you listen to him, you watch his videos on the YouTube, you will come to know so much about and the aura which he carries, the language, it is a weightage, it's a weight. How do you communicate? And he says, your present circumstances don't determine where you can go. They merely determine where you start. You got to start, and you got to start effectively. You got to start confidently. You got to start pragmatically. And thereafter, you can move ahead. You can win the world. Communication skills, connecting skills is one of the most important skill which we all should have. My another mentor to whom I appreciate a lot, and he is Les Brown. He says, your ability to communicate is an important tool in your pursuit of your goals, whether it is with your family, your co-workers, or your clients and your customers. Anybody you come across, how do you communicate? How effectively do you communicate? How pragmatically you communicate? How confidently you communicate? It is very important. Certain people, you feel like listening. Certain people, you enjoy listening. Certain people, you want to be in their company. You want to be with them. You want to see the world with them. You want to feel the world with them. And that is the power of the communication skill. So work on your communication skill. Do you remember 1893? Swami Vivekananda ji? He had gone. What kind of a costume he was wearing? And when he delivered his first speech, Swami Vivekananda on September 11th, 1893, at the first World Parliament of Religions in Chicago, United States, can you believe when he used the first sentence, brothers and sisters of the universe, everybody stood on their chairs. They were on their edges and they started clapping, and there was a thunder of claps for him. So, ladies and gentlemen, communication and connecting, very important skill. Communication is power, and effective communication is more than sending the message. It is connecting with the people. Few tips I would like to share with all of you because you are taking this 10 days special capsule. Effective communication, let's talk about it. Be present. Wherever you are talking, with whomsoever you are talking, listen to that person very carefully. Engage your entire thought process with that person. Be present there. Being present and aware means noticing what is happening in the moment. The next time you have a conversation with someone, experiment with just noticing your thoughts, physical sensation, and emotional responses without getting caught up in and carried away with them. So, be at the place where you are. Be present. Listen carefully. Listen attentively. And take interest in the communication by the other person, whatsoever is being conveyed. Really listen? Do we really listen? So often, when you are in conversation with someone, our minds move easily to other places. We may be making a judgment about what the other person is telling us. Notice if this happens and then return to the person who is talking and just try to listen. Practice just listening with kindness and warmth, solid eye contact. Keep an eye contact and open and attentive body posture. People say generally, when Amitabh Bachchan ji crosses a particular place, the temperature of that place changes. What exactly is that communication? That means the aura of that personality. So, ladies and gentlemen, whosoever is communicating with you, whenever they are communicating with you, listen attentively and really listen. Listen carefully. Seek to understand something very interesting. If you see from both the sides, the person on the right hand side, he says there are 3 bars. And the person who is on the other side, he says there are 4 bars. Imagine so often our actions and responses to others are driven by some kind of agenda to be right, to make the other person wrong, to get our point across, or to show off, or to prove our own knowledge or accomplishments. When our interactions are primarily driven by our own agendas, our ability to really understand and connect with another person's experience is significantly limited. So, ladies and gentlemen, understand. Understand the thought process of the other party, what exactly they want to convey. Use active and reflective listening. Reflective listening is a communication strategy in which the listener seeks to understand what the other is thinking and feeling to convey this understanding back to the person. And there are advantages of reflective techniques. Increases your understanding. It helps speaker to clarify own thoughts. It reassures speaker that you are interested to listen. So that is again very important. 7 key active listening skills. Be attentive. Ask open-ended questions. Ask probing questions. Request clarification. Paraphrase. Be attuned to and reflect feelings and summarize whatsoever has been conveyed. These are all 7 key active listening skills. Practice silence. Sometimes remaining silent is also a communication in its own way, because with your gesture, with your hands, with your eyes, with your facial expressions, lots of things you can convey, you can communicate. As we go through our fast paced, multitasking lifestyles, we tend to move quickly to responses that attempt to fix and problem solve. However, one of the most effective communication tool we can use is silence. Next time you feel compelled to offer a suggestion or idea, try pausing with a couple of breaths and allow a few seconds to pass before saying something. Ladies and gentlemen, so rightly said. When you open your mouth, you tell the whole world, who are you? That is something very important. Communication effectively with everyone as world is one global family. Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. That means the world is one family. We all are a part of the global family. When you will travel abroad, when you will visit abroad, when you will meet others, when you will greet others, when you will treat others, you will come to know, oh my God, what all I was missing. The world is so beautiful. Can you see? The globe is revolving, the earth is rotating. Anyway, making education and skills relevant, that is the agenda of our chamber, International Chamber for Service Industry, preparing global teachers. World over, the population is aging. Let's talk about wellness, mental wellness, physical wellness, spiritual wellness, environmental wellness, and of course, you need finances also, economic wellness. That is something very important. We would love to learn something, you know, trees also sing, the plants, they also talk, flowers, they also communicate with each other. And teachers, when you are a part of nature, let's work on to that. Let's make our education practical. Let's make our education relevant. So with that, I just finished my short, crisp video for all of you, those are interested to communicate effectively. If you want to communicate with purpose, and that is something very, very important, work on your communication skills, sharpen your communication skills, practice, practice, practice. The more you practice, you will understand what is the importance and what is the significance of communication skills. We will take on other lesson as well. Until that time, goodbye, signing off. See you soon. Stay fit, stay